In order to understand what a kernel is, it's important to have a basic understanding of SEL. SEL, or social emotional learning, is a process through which youth develop important life skills that promote emotional awareness, teamwork, problem solving, and decision making. At IRL, our program-wide framework ensures that providers have flexibility, but also that everyone's focusing on the same areas of development: emotion management, teamwork and social awareness, empathy, and decision making. The purpose is to provide our kids with a toolbox of skills to use in school and in life, as emotional and critical thinking skills are seen as crucial to student success. With this background information, we are now ready to explore the idea of kernels. A kernel is a concept that was developed by Stephanie Jones at Harvard. A kernel is a short and targeted strategy or piece of information a child can use to develop their skills. So, for example, if a child experiences difficulty managing emotions and struggles to remain calm when criticized or otherwise provoked, a provider or volunteer might offer a kernel such as, notice the physical sensations from the emotion and take deep breaths to calm those sensations. This specific strategy is the kernel planted in the child's mind that will, with nourishment from our volunteers, grow their skills and help them flourish. After planting a kernel, it is equally important for you as a provider or a volunteer to observe the child's progress at a specific skill. Over the course of 10 weeks, continue to plant kernels that develop the same skill. Throughout the process, give observations and get feedback from the child. Are they aware of their own strengths, their shortcomings? Can they tell you if one kernel was more or less effective than another? Finally, evaluate the child's growth. Let them know you've noticed their hard work and encourage them to continue practicing their new strategies. Now that you know what a kernel is, you may be wondering, how can I incorporate kernels into meaningful learning experiences? The answer is through safe, hands-on experiences. SAFE stands for sequenced, active, focused, and explicit. Over the 10 weeks of your program, experiences should build on lessons learned, sequenced, and remember the 80-20 rule. 80% of your program should be hands-on and student-led, while only 20% should be instructive, reflective, and provider-led. This is active. Only focus on one SEL skill and develop it in depth, focused. Routinely name the skill and specific strategies to increase self-awareness, explicit. Week in and week out, as students try out the different kernels in program, they will discover the strategies that work best for them and begin to integrate those kernels into their lives. Another thing to keep in mind is the simplest experiential learning cycle. This cycle is composed of 3 key steps: what, so what, and now what. Students should process these 3 questions after an event. This could be anything from an interaction with another student, learning a new topic or skill, or an accomplishment or failure. Let's look at an example. A pottery class provider is working on a specific skill, thinking about ways to do better next time when bad things happen to me. She may have students make a delicate lid to a pot. This is our what. After students try this, they must ask, what happened? What were the results? This is our so what. Before trying again, students must ask, what do these results imply? How did I influence the outcome? With all this in mind, the students are ready for their second attempt, asking themselves, now what? Or what will I do differently next time? Here are some recommended teaching methods to incorporate specific kernels into the experience. These methods are brief, adaptable, and don't require advanced training or a background in education. Group discussions, small group discussions, reflection activities, one-on-one coaching or reflections, personal stories or modeling SEL skill, and imagine scenarios or simulations. Let's go back to our pottery class example and look at some possible teaching methods. The provider may have a group discussion before the activity, explaining to students how they can test the skill in the activity. After the students make a mistake and before they can try again, she may have them predict the obstacle and imagine some scenarios. Teaching methods can be fun ways to get kids to engage in the activity and apply their newfound knowledge at the same time.